Hello and welcome to Capacity TV. Today we're joined by Steve Alexander, CTO at Ciena. Steve, welcome.
Thank you.
What new opportunities is Ciena targeting in the Middle East?
So we see the Middle East as a place where there's a lot of increasing demand for data coming from mobile operators as well as folks who are providing connections between the various countries and the content providers. There's a lot of interest in moving content local to the user. Basically anything where latency, the amount of round trip time it takes to get content delivered to a business or to an individual matters. You're seeing people start to put large data centers in region, and that all translates into additional opportunity for us to provide connections and capacity, in particular what we would call smart or intelligent capacity to help service those needs.
Why do you think there is such a huge demand for data in the Middle East?
Well, I think it's representative of the quality of the economy. I think as additional wireless technologies are deployed, as people move from 3G to 4G technologies, as more smart devices, tablets, smartphones come into the region, as additional businesses establish a presence here, the great thing about the network is it kind of transcends distance. And so, you can put a business anywhere that you want to have it located and still reach your customers regardless where they are.
How is Ciena helping operators in the region manage this demand?
So Ciena is known as a provider of intelligent capacity. We build a lot of the mission-critical networks that businesses use, corporations use, network operators use to make the connections to their customers. And we offer a next-generation architecture. We call it OPN. Stands for open and programmable, but raised to an exponent, so to great scale, as well as optical packet to great scale. And we use a couple of technologies to offer this kind of a network. One is convergence, where we use packet optical techniques. So we're combining the benefits of packet or data flow combined with photonics, which gets you the very high capacity that the lines are needed. And we've also introduced the concepts of software-defined networking, as well as network function virtualization. And what this allows network operators to do is really gain control back of the network. It lets the business use the network to conduct business, as opposed to in the past you might have kind of had to shape your corporation around the network you had. This way the network becomes responsive to your business needs.
What challenges does the region face this year? Well,
I think it still is subject to the global economy. Right? It still is dependent in some case on what other countries are doing and how well they're faring and such. I think it's got great potential as additional content comes into the region and as additional broadband services get deployed. But I think it's a participant in the overall global economy, and so we still have some things that need improvement in the global sense.
What new solutions is Ciena showcasing at the moment?
So we've talked to customers about a number of potential things we can help them with. One is just on raw capacity. So we've now in the last several months demonstrated terabit per second connections. Another solution set that's very interesting to folks is what we call geomesh. With geomesh, we can actually stitch together both their submarine assets as well as their terrestrial assets, and we use intelligent switch fabric amongst all those connections to provide really a seamless network. It really lets people start to interoperate a network on a truly global scale.
Thanks for joining us today on Capacity TV.
Thank you.